Good morning. I'll wait for a couple of people to join for my live video this morning. If you're just tuning in or joining, or you found this video, thank you. I appreciate you, and hopefully what I have to offer helps you. So I appreciate you being a part of this journey with me. I want to start out a little bit different than what I've been doing the last week, and that is a little bit more solemn. I've had people reach out to me in my messages, and people reach out to me in person to let me know how much my videos mean to them because of the truth and the reality and the rawness. If you're watching now or you watch this video later, I want you to know that you're not alone. You're not alone in your pain. You're not alone in your suffering. You're not alone in your depression. We're all together going through this, just different times. But I want you to know that there's people out there that love you and can understand what you're going through. So if that's you today, I want you to push through, and I want you to be strong, because you got this. You're not going to let this circumstance, whatever is causing your pain, to take you out or to take you down, because you're too valuable and you have too much to offer everybody else. So take a moment today and link arms with somebody who's a little bit stronger than you or doing a little bit better than you today, and rise up. Because you need this, and you need to get yourself into a place where you're back to being whole and being yourself again. Remember the emotional triad. I have to do this sometimes daily, sometimes hourly. Remember, the middle of the triangle is emotions, and you can control your emotion at any point in time. You do that with the way that you think. Take a minute and think of the things that you're thinking of and you're pondering on. If you keep letting those things run in the background, they're going to keep putting you in an emotional state. And so decide right now if that's the emotional state you want to spend today in. If you don't, then take a hold of those thoughts, whether through distraction or whether spending time with people who are in a higher energy level right now than you. The other thing is your talk. How are you going to spend your day talking today? If you continue to talk about the thing that's brought you that negative emotion, then you're going to continue to feel that pain. It's okay to feel the emotion. It's okay to go through it, but sometimes we can't afford to go through stuff. And that's the beauty of our mind. The beauty of our mind is that we can put things away and compartmentalize for now so we can get stuff done. The problem comes is PTSD down the road when you just keep pushing it off and never deal with it. You'll have time to deal with this situation, but maybe not now. Maybe right now is not the time for you to be dealing with this situation. So be aware of your thoughts and focus. Whatever you focus on gets bigger. Focus on the good things in life. Focus on what you do have in life. Focus on what really brings you happiness. And surround yourself with good people. So your thoughts, your talk, and lastly, your motion, the way that you move. The way that you move is so important. If today you slouch your shoulders and keep your head down, you are going to be in a depressed state, because the way we move directly correlates with our emotional status. I want you to hold your head high today. I want you to throw your shoulders back. And when you move, I want you to move quickly. I want you to move quickly, and I want you to move passionately. Because when you do that, one of those things in the triad, it's a triangle, emotions in the middle. When you do one of those things, you'll change, or you can change an emotional state. When you do all three of them, you will absolutely change your emotional state. So don't feel like you are in prison today and you can't take control of your emotions, because you absolutely can. But what I'm not doing is I'm not downplaying your pain. I'm not downplaying your depression. I'm not downplaying the things that you might be going through today. Absolutely not. Because emotions are an indicator that something is going on, whether positive or negative. But you have the ability to control them, and that's the power that you possess. And that's what I want to give to you right now. You got it? Now go out there and make a difference and hold your head high and be positive, because you're going to get through this. Okay, a little bit passionate about something this morning. I hope everybody got a chance to hear that and feel my heart, but I see so much heartbreak and so much pain and suffering. I've gone through that myself. That's the whole reason I started this live and podcasting, and the direction I'm going is because I felt the same way in different circumstances. And I want to encourage my friends and the people I love and people I haven't even met yet. I want to encourage you that you can do this too. Okay? I love you all. And I love you to that special person who's listening and knows that this was for you. All right. So, our live today, my live, us hanging out together, I want to talk about money. Money is the topic that we've been talking about this week. And it's interesting because a lot of money has a lot to do with psychology and the way we think and the way we see money, okay? And the way we see money is so important, because if you have a negative attachment or a negative value or a negative belief about money, you will have a difficult time becoming wealthy or attracting money to yourself. So one of the fundamentals is understanding belief. First of all, what is a belief? I go through this in my videos last week about belief systems and what they mean and how they work in your life. It's important to address those belief systems because a lot of times they run on autopilot in the back of our head and we don't even realize they're running. But to understand belief, you must understand the definition. My wife calls me a word Nazi all the time, but there's a reason. There's a reason that I care about the words people use, because if they don't really mean a word, then I might be confused as to what they're trying to communicate with me. So that we are on the same page, a belief is an acceptance or a certainty that something is true in your life. That doesn't mean it is truth. It doesn't mean that it is factual. It just means that in your life, you've experienced something that you are certain of. And so you develop a belief system around that, okay? There is another word that precedes belief, and that is a word that is stronger than a belief. And that word is conviction. A conviction is something that is held even tighter. It's a firmly held belief system or an opinion. And it is held so tightly that somebody with a belief system can be encouraged and can be influenced. But you may have met people with a conviction. That may be a religious person. That may be a political person. Those are the two main ones that tend to hold tightly to very strong convictions. But have you ever gotten an arguing match with somebody who will not listen to reason, who will not listen to anything that seems factual? It doesn't matter, because their belief system is so strong that they've built their life around this and it's become a conviction. With those people, it's almost impossible to influence or to argue with. You will waste your time with people who have strong convictions. So, with that being said, take a look at yourself and your belief systems and what your convictions are, because that could be you. Maybe you have a strong conviction about something that you've really not spent a lot of time thinking about. And so this all ties in with money, because that you may have convictions or beliefs about money that maybe aren't necessarily true, but you've grown up with them and you've built your life around them. So very important to take a look at those things in your life. One of the mistakes with money and with belief systems is seeking confirmation with your belief system. And the way that works is that you believe something to be true, so you surround yourself with people who agree with you. And so that belief system continues to get stronger and stronger. And so you find yourself surrounded by a group of people who share the same belief, the same conviction, And that doesn't necessarily equal growth. That can mean contentment, that you feel good, that everything that you're believing or thinking, other people are backing you up on that. And that can be a great thing if that's the belief system you want. But what if you want to change a belief system? What if you take a look and think, maybe the way I view money is not the way that I want to view money, or maybe I don't think it's quite accurate. Then what you want to do is you want to invite people into your life who are smarter than you, or who are more educated in that subject than you, and that you're able to debate or ask questions depending on your mentality and where you want to go with this information. But stop surrounding yourself with people who are like-minded and share the same concepts. Learn new concepts. Find out other people's belief systems and be open to hearing them. It doesn't mean that you have to adopt those belief systems, but open your mind and see what would happen. Open your mind to maybe learning something new about a subject. Particularly today, we're talking about money. But it could be that your belief system is antiquated and maybe doesn't fit the lifestyle that you've been working on or that you want to work on. So, branch out a little bit, be a little bit more vulnerable, learn something new, and surround yourself with people that don't validate your belief systems, and be more flexible. Approach it with more of a openness, okay? Because the last thing you want to do is have a belief system that is locked in place that you've really never even addressed or looked at. That can be dangerous, because like I said, a belief system isn't necessarily the truth. It's just your opinion on how things go, or your opinion of certainty on a certain something should look a certain way. And we've talked about this in videos prior about asking better questions, right? Or asking questions in general. Whenever you want to confront a belief system, it's important to ask questions. Why do I think this? Why do I believe this? Who taught me this? Is there more information out there on this subject that I maybe could learn that I don't know? Because that even if you do address the belief system and you find it to be valuable, you can learn new information that would help validate that as well. But see, this is how science works. If you have a bias, you will not be able to be a good scientist, because a scientist has to take out all biases. I don't know about that one. I don't think I've ever said that word. All biases. Because otherwise, a bias is a belief system. You think a certain outcome is going to happen. And if you think that certain outcome is going to happen, you're going to gather all the information around you to solidify that belief system. And that may be fine, but just understand what that is a bias, and that it is a belief system. But when you're more open and neutral, you just want the facts to speak for themselves. You want to know the truth. You want to know the reality, not back up what you believe to be true. That's part of the human ego. We all have it. We were born with it. We were born with an egocentric life that the world revolves around us. Most of us grow up out of that, but still, in our mind, we're usually the main character in our life. We have to take care of us first. I was going to bring a baseball bat. I like props, but I figured I'm walking out here at Pikes Peak. I probably don't want to be carrying a baseball bat. But one of the things I want to say is, when we're talking about money and finances, and we're talking about how to attract money and how to become wealthy, not just with finances, but all around wealthy. Great friends, great relationships, healthy relationships. But particularly about money, the temptation is to want to swing for the fences. Sometimes we want to gamble about that scratch ticket, right? I'm just going to hit the lottery, hit the Powerball, just swing for the fences. But the truth is tempting as that may be, the victory really never goes to swinging for the fences. Very rarely does somebody get lucky in life without planning and strategizing and working hard towards a goal. The victory ends up going to the steady survivors. The steady survivors, the ones who push every day towards a dream and they work hard, whether that be your money, your relationships, or whether that just be life in general. Nothing just falls on our plate. Very rarely does anything ever just fall on our plate. But when you line up your belief systems and you work hard and you know where you're going in life and you make plans and every day you do something to move in that direction, you become successful and you become wealthy because you're making good, healthy choices and moving in a way that is going to create momentum for your life to keep moving forward. And passion will follow that. Love will follow that. Connections will follow that. Significance that what we do matters. You'll continue to grow. You'll cover all of the 6 basic human needs when you follow that. That is my rant. What do you think of that? We got a few people joining me. Sharon, welcome. Lee, welcome. Sherry, welcome. Thanks for being part of my live. I appreciate you. I used to do my walk. I'll turn this around here. I used to do my walk and go down the trail into Pikes Peak. But the reception goes in and out and then it creates really bad videos. So I kind of like staying up on the, where is it? Can't see it. Huh. What'd I do? Oh, I'm in the wrong direction. I like staying up here at the Crow's Nest. Number 1, it's beautiful out here. Number 2, I don't get bad reception hanging out here. And then afterwards, then I can do my run, my jog, and get my cardio in for the day. But it starts with good choices in the morning, creating healthy routines. And I've learned some of these principles and I still don't practice them sometimes. So, oh, it's raining. Super cool. Yeah. All right, I'll go with it. I don't melt. But it starts with healthy choices in the morning and creating that momentum. And even though I've learned some principles, I don't always apply them in my life. And over almost 2 weeks ago now, I started a series because I wanted to change some things in my life. And I knew that if I shared some of my issues of life and the winter season that I just came out of, that I would encourage other people and they in turn would encourage me. And then I would feel that I've got a bit of a following. People are depending on me, and that's what I love. I love when people depend on me or need me, because then I can offer what I have. But I have to be careful, you know. I have to be careful, and you should be careful too, because if you're not full and you're going through hardship yourself, giving out can quickly create a burnout. So I've gotten myself to a healthy place mentally. I've gotten myself to a place where I am more physically active and eating healthier. I feel better. I probably look better. But making a lot of changes in my life for the better. So I hope this video helps you today. I hope you're successful today and for the days to come. Tonight, if you want to join me, I'm going to be going live at 5:30, and it will be an open discussion. It's always a good time of entertainment, some comedy. Sometimes we have a drink together, but it's just hanging out, and it's talking about anything related to anything. I really enjoy psychology. I enjoy talking about finances, our belief systems, our love languages, our blueprints for life. I enjoy talking about fitness, health, nutrition. I enjoy talking about relationships and how the people around you can make your life better and improve your overall health. So I like a variety of subjects, and so tonight we'll open it up. We'll start with some money talk, but it always leads into wherever it goes. So if you're available, join me tonight. And as always, if this content is valuable to you, if I've given you something that is of value, please return the favor. And I'm shooting for 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I'll post a link in my Facebook account a little bit later this morning. But once I get 100 subscribers, my son and I are going to go in a 140-degree infrared sauna that we have at the house, and we're going to see how long we can take it. We'll practice a few times, and we do our research, of course. We're not going to be dangerous with it. And if you haven't seen some of the videos, go back and take a look. Hopefully they'll be helpful to you. We just did an ice bath yesterday when we hit 40 subscribers, so hoping to hit that goal again soon. This goal allows me to reach more people and a bigger audience, and with that comes possibly monetary reward. With that monetary reward, I can grow the channel. I can incorporate music, lights, new equipment, better cameras. I can do a lot of stuff with that. That will be super fun to reach more and create better content. So I help you, you help me. We have a good relationship. I appreciate you guys, and hope you have a great day. As always, I love you guys.